Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a good evening here from Blackpool in England. This is Joe Fanto, President of the Waite Pool Federation. It's my pleasure to commentate this evening. On this table we have, this is the 2018 World Masters Seniors Semi-Final. Of course from Australia we have Waite and Tom Bagnall from Ireland. Tom's racking his ball, so I imagine he's going to be breaking off. We're going to be playing best of 11 frames, so that will be a race to 6. So these masters are of course seniors. In Australia we call them masters, so every so often you'll have to pardon me if I just slip into calling them masters. But we know that they're seniors. The age group for seniors is over 50s. And it's been a really popular event since it started. I'd like to think that it initiated with South Africa or Australia in the late 90s, but I'm sure there was plenty of over 50s being played in the UK. But as far as international, making it formal international for the Worlds, it was certainly our idea, because we just loved having the Test match series with South Africa, and it started in '96, where when Australia visited South Africa for the first time, and then followed on, and it was in those years, '96, '97, that we saw that back then we used to play over 40s. So that became our seniors, and gradually it became over 50s, and I must admit it's a godsend that we started happening in the World Championships, because it's been a really popular event, and of course it makes sense. There's some players obviously still playing with the normal group, but as you gradually phase your way out of the team because of out of the number one team because of age, you've got this other option, and it keeps players active. I think it's a great healthy sport to play 8-ball. Okay, you might laugh, but the practice on your back, stretching all the time, on your feet. So it's better to be doing it and playing it and moving around than just sitting in front of a TV. So as we get older, it's certainly a good activity. I notice it myself. If I put in half an hour of practice on a table, just all the better for it. So here we go, Tom Bagnall to break the first frame, and he's got results. It would look like a red's definitely down. In fact, 2 reds are down, and that's and a yellow's down as well. So he's done well. So if the break has got anything to do with it, he's off to a flyer. Bit of a character, Tom. I've had the pleasure of having a few conversations with him, particularly in Malta. Haven't had time yet this week, but I'm sure it'll come. So he's decided to lay up, go for the yellows and lay up that yellow. He likes the idea of that red against the cushion being tied up, I guess. It gives him a bit of insurance. So let's see what Waite decides he's going to do. He's got that red down the end on the right hand of screen, top right hand. That he's played a nice pot into that top left pocket and come across nicely to just slide this red into the bottom right hand pocket. He's got a little bit of work to do if he thinks he's going to pot out, because you can see that yellow, that red near the 2 yellows, near the middle of the table, and of course that red which we talked about earlier. So he's managed to negotiate that pot. So Darren Waite. Is he going to take it on? Looks like he is. He's going to take on this red into the bottom right hand pocket, and now he's got a red tied up with the two balls near the middle of the pocket, and sorry, near the middle of the table, and on this lower cushion, on the cushion in the lower part of the screen, he's got that red on the cush, which he just gives a good kick out, and figures that'll do for now. We'll see what happens when I come back to the table, but in the meantime, Tom has got an opportunity at a few balls. Tom also has got that yellow now that he's just gotten close to the red. I'm not sure if it goes into the left middle, because if it doesn't, it looks like it does, but he's chosen to take the cut, which didn't quite go. So Darren looks like he has to try and do something special. He can try and double that red. He's looking at the red nearest the bottom cushion. Thought earlier on he may have contemplated giving two shots, but we're past that now. Probably might double this to the top right hand pocket, or attempt to. No. It's interesting, he's moved the black into an open area of the table. Not sure what the strategy was there. So Tom, yeah, he had a go at that yellow in the middle there. So all of Tom's balls are in the open now, so the pressure's on Darren. And he's only got a very difficult double on this red, up to the top left hand pocket. He's going to take it on. I've tried the middle instead, that can be a possibility. So now let's see if Tom can clear these balls, because they're certainly all there. And they're in a fairly good position to just progress through. I'm not going to take his pocket balls at this stage. And he's missed. It's going to give Darren a half chance. It's fairly difficult to put that red in the top right hand pocket and get back to position on this red nearest the bottom cushion. Yeah, he certainly gave it a good chance. He knew what he had to do, and gave himself a pot if he had potted the first ball. So Tom Bagnall gets another opportunity. I thought he might have taken the other one, but that's okay. So now he can't bring that yellow. He can't play the plant because the red's in the way. So he might have to take the yellow over the left, bottom left pocket. And then just have a go and take the other yellow and make sure he gets position on that yellow in the middle. He wants to do, it is wise to try and get onto the yellow in the middle first, but I don't think he is on it. I'd say the black is in the way. The 8 ball's in the way. So he's had to play that now, and unfortunately didn't screw back onto the yellow into the middle pocket. But it's still potable. Potable in that bottom right hand corner, which he's played very nicely. And now he's got a shot on the black, which the angle is for the, you would think he'll go for the bottom right hand pocket here. No, he's overcut it. So Waite, after all that time, he gets an opportunity. It's a nice shot. We'll try and do the same here. I'll put this red in the bottom right hand pocket. Maybe run through and put the black in the bottom left hand pocket. That's nice control. Nice control. He's got to play a good shot here. That's a lovely shot. That's a good control there shown by Waite. He takes a 1-0 lead in this 2018 World Masters Senior Semi-Final against Bagnall of Ireland. And Darren's going to have the break now, so hence he's racking up the balls, because they're playing on a table with roaming referees. Hence the players are racking up their own balls. So there's no excuses for the rack of the balls, because everyone does their own here. So he seems happy with that. So it's going to be interesting to see his break. He's breaking very extreme to the left of the pack. Let's see whereabouts he hits the balls. It looked like he hit. He's got a red in the middle. It's a very good reaction. These 3 reds disappeared. Wow, excellent break. Plus a yellow as well. So we've got 4 balls off the break. It's a very good break. So which is he going to nominate? There's the issue with the red and the yellow close in this bottom, close to this bottom left-hand pocket. So he's going to go yellows. Oh, and he doesn't pot. But he's already potted a yellow, so therefore he'll be on the yellows. And the incoming player, which is Tom, will be on reds. And he's tried to cover that pocket and been successful. So there's a bit of strategy already come into this frame. Let's see what Tom does. Tom Bagnall of Ireland. So Darren balls, and a bit of a cluster of yellows and a red here. 3 times on the yellow balls. Yeah, I thought he's on reds. I think the colour indicators on the screen are incorrect. So he's just taking that against the yellow ball. So Darren's got to negotiate with these yellows. He's got command of this bottom right hand pocket, but he's got quite a few reds that he's got to take to a potable pocket. To do a bit of a clean up. Possibly going to no point in speculating because I don't think that's potable. It can be deceiving. He didn't even try, he just separated those 2 yellows. That's better. So now Darren's on yellows. Just looking to see if that yellow goes to the top left-hand corner, but no, it doesn't. But it does go into the middle pocket, left-hand middle pocket. I think that's where he's aiming for. Not at all what he was aiming for. He was going for a middle pocket, but that right middle pocket, which he potted that ball and gone straight in off. So it's going to give Tom an opportunity. On the red balls, he'll probably try and put this red and we'll try and run into that yellow ball on the bottom cushion here to knock that red away and towards the right hand bottom pocket. So he missed the split. So he's just promoted one of his reds with the 2 shot, with that shot. So now it's up to Darren. Darren Waite of Australia. This is Tom Bagnall of Ireland.
Great shot.
Must be asking for a total snooker on the red ball. So the yellow is in front of the red, which is in front of preventing the cue ball. Cue ball and the yellow. The yellow ball is preventing the cue ball from hitting that red ball in the middle and both sides. So he's requesting a total snooker. The referee having a good look at it, and he's adjudicated yes, foul snooker. Total foul snooker. Sorry, total snooker. It just relaxed the rule of a ball having to hit a cushion. Darren shot on yellows. I wonder if he's going to try and double this yellow back onto the red and calendar yellow. Nothing adventurous like that. Simply just played that yellow off the cush and back, and just put it in the open. So Tom's got to try and negotiate those two reds. At the same time, I guess he's not keen to open up that yellow for Darren. So he simply tried to make it even more defensive, closer to that yellow. Hasn't got any room to move. So I suspect he'll probably pot this ball. The yellow to the bottom right. He's gone up again. He hasn't had a look at it. Snooker here. Tom getting down to have a look. Asking his opponent to have a look and see if it's a total. To that red over the pocket, and he's played it quite well. Very well, in fact. Didn't pot it, nor did I believe that he wanted to pot it. So Darren's on the yellows. This is the 2018 World Masters Singles semi-final. To get to the semi-final, and the quarters Darren Waite defeated Greg Laurie of Australia by 4, and Tom Bagnall of Ireland defeated Mickey Mullins of England. So this is going to be a pretty serious tactical shot. He's played the black into those two balls. So Darren's got that yellow tied up. Now the black is tucked in there as well just to make things a little bit more complicated. I don't think Darren will be in a hurry to do too much there in that bottom left-hand pocket. So Darren's having a good look at this and trying to work out a strategy. So he can put those 3 red balls, but unfortunately there's one in there in the pack that he can't. On this bottom cushion, enclosed by the reds and the black. That's a nice putt there. He's looking at that yellow, but I can't see too many options. So I've decided to play that out. You can probably try and tuck this yellow inside that red. Because he's got the other two yellows are certainly potable. You can take the can take this yellow bottom right hand pocket, the yellow into the middle, and play the yellow to the bottom pocket. So he's going the other way. He's going to try the shot first. And off the red, that's a really good shot. So he's going to give himself a chance of putting out here. He's leading 1-0, and it's a nice cut on that yellow. They should be able to run the black in the bottom left hand corner and take a 2-0 lead. So Darren Waite steadily has managed to take a 2-0 lead against Tom Bagnall. Darren Waite of Australia, Tom Bagnall of Ireland. So it'll be Tom Bagnall to break this frame. And these are the 2018 World Masters Senior Semi-Final, coming to you from the Imperial Hotel here in Blackpool. These this Masters event has been happening for the last couple of days. And these two players have made it through to the semi-finals. They're playing the best of 11, so it's a race to 6. So it's Tom Bagnall to break. So Tom's going to break from the middle of, straight down the middle of the table. going to hit that head pin right on. Got good reaction from the bulls as well. So it's 2 yellow bulls that have been potted, and yes, there are yellow bulls on, so I suspect you'll take the yellows here. They're better placed than the reds, even though the reds are very potable as well. So he's taking his time. He's trying to navigate a clearance here. So he's probably trying to work out what his clearance is going to be. Taking yellows by the looks. Planted that ball in the top left-hand pocket. And now he'll probably take this yellow into the bottom left-hand pocket. And he's played the shot because he's lifted the head and worked out what his next shot's going to be. Waite. What can he do? He's on the red balls. He can try and cannon that red straight onto ball close to the pocket. I won't say over the pocket, just close. A nice cut on that red into the middle. He's still at that red into the top right hand pocket. It's coming really nicely from this red into the bottom right. So just looking at that red closer to the bottom right hand pocket, so you should be able to put it in there and nudge the other red maybe close to the middle pocket. That's it. It looks like he's disturbed the yellow and it's covered this pocket, which is a bit unfortunate. Darren having a good look here as to what his options are. He's having a good look at it. I think he can make some movement here too. The gap doesn't look very big. So now, does that red go into the middle? Looks like there's enough room. It's the only shot he's got to try. It seems like it does go. It certainly does. It's a lovely shot. It's a nice shot by Darren Waite of Australia. Tries to negotiate these last 2 balls. This is Darren right here, trying to go for a 3-0 lead. So he wants to take that ball in the top right hand pocket towards the push. He can stay on that side because if that ball had still been there. But now it's just turned out to be one good pot. They tried and keep the white in the vicinity of the black and give himself a chance. Both balls unfortunately. So that's 2 shots away to Tom Bagnall. So Tom can certainly go from now. Still yet to chalk up his first frame. Chalks up, having a good look at this. No, that hasn't gone. Is he going to take the yellow into the bottom left or a yellow into the top? Yellow at this stage. He's come back nicely for that yellow into the bottom left, or yellow up to the top left, or yellow up to the top right, or could even go in the middle, whatever the preference is. You would think that he should be able to go out here, Tom Bagnall. He needs to get on the scoreboard. It's a nice pot. Last yellow down to the bottom left. That's a nice pot. This pot run through slightly and then you can put the black in the middle pocket. So Tom Bagnall finally has a first frame on the board, so he trails Darren Waite of Australia 1-2 in the best of 11 frames. So best of 11 means they're playing to 6 at the 2018 World Masters Seniors semi-final. So we've been playing Masters for quite some time, and Australia, South Africa have shared many a series, including triangular series with New Zealand over the years in the late 90s and after the 2000 year to about 2004. We started off going to South Africa, and then South Africa started sending a team to Australia, and everyone used to have a lot of fun. So it's Darren Waite to break from the extreme, so he comes right across. good reaction. But this time I don't think there's anything potted. No reds, that's for sure. And no yellows. And the black's still up as well. Let's see what he can do. We've now been playing for 45 minutes. Oh, that didn't come off. He's trying to poke cannon onto that ball. Darren Waite broke. So now it's Tom Wagnall's turn. So there's no balls potted yet, so it's still an open table. So these players are taking a little while to have a shot. Probably still within the regulation 60 seconds though. That's yellow ball potted. Nicely potted, and of course these yellows could all disappear. No, I thought they could all disappear, but no, there's a top left-hand pocket's got a red covering that yellow. So probably try and pot this one down to the bottom right, and then cover this bottom left pocket. Go back to the conventional table screen. So this is Darren Waite. Potted that nicely. So just seems to be happy to continue to pot balls. Not sure he could try and get onto that yellow at the moment. If he plays the white correctly, he should be able to go back, right back across to the top left of screen, finish up about there to send that yellow down to the bottom left pocket. So this is the over 50s event, 2018 World Masters Seniors semi-final. And it's a nice shot. He had the idea to try and go across, but certainly didn't play it well enough or hard enough to get there. He can try and play it off a cushion now to at least send it back as close as possible to this bottom left-hand pocket. No, he's just going to probably play two cushions, and that's set off nicely, but well off. So this gives Tom Bagnall an opportunity on the reds. In fact, he could even pot out. He can negotiate them all, but no, he hasn't tried at this stage. He's trying to get 2 shots, and then that'll help him to clear the table with 2 shots. But you know, that yellow is going to have to negotiate off a couple of cushions probably if he wants to hit it. Either that, or you could just play to that left side cushion with lots of side. Right side, yeah, it was an idea. And in the end, a bit unfortunate because he hit the black. So we've got two shots to Darren Waite. And all the reds are certainly all pottable. He's going to try cannon first. Oh, and he's played it very well. It's a lovely shot, Darren Waite. So now he can play off the cushion, play into that top middle, then the bottom middle, play a plant, and the red directly into the opposite red. So he's got to try and play this red into the bottom left-hand pocket, I suspect. It's quite good enough, but at least it's over the pocket. But he has left Tom on here. He can cut that yellow into the bottom right-hand pocket. So this must be Tom on reds. And Darren Waite must be on yellow. So we're coming to you from the Imperial Hotel here in Blackpool, England. This is the senior Masters semi-final, so this event is coming to a close, and at 5 o'clock tonight we had the opening ceremony for all the teams for the World 8-Ball Pool Federation World Championships, which commence this evening. And there's a little bit of a battle going on here. Played 3 frames. And that's nicely played to get out of that snooker. So Tom Bagnall's at the table. He's on the red balls. So let's see if he has a go. He just he's going to go those 2 first. He's at least going to pot 1, which he does. I think the idea was good to go back and well, he's still on now. That white slowed up there, which is what he wanted. So you can slide that black to the left top pocket. Black, it's a red ball. plaques on the cushion the other side. That's gone across the table. It's a mess. So Darren Waite, he can probably play off the back cushion onto the red, which will send the yellow very close to the pocket, if not in, if he plays it right. Just looking to see if it goes direct, I think. He's just trying to cover there. There is a cover there, but you'd like to still pretty open and get that red inside the yellow and that top right down pocket. So this is Tom Bagnall now, still with the reds, and he can have a go here. I believe they're all quite. He's looking at that shot now. We've got to try and. So he's looking to get closer to play that shot. Yeah, so he's going to aim probably where that jaw curves. Bounce off the yellow at end. Just park that there, and it's very awkward on the yellow. So, just look to see if it's touching. This is the 2018 World Masters Seniors semi-final, going on between Darren Waite and Tom Bagnall. Tom Bagnall's from Ireland and Darren Waite is from Australia, as you can tell from his shirt. Looking to see if he can jab it out, I think. That is the yellow ball, which has the red ball in front of it. So obviously that yellow wasn't. I think he's asking for a foul. Probably believes that the yellow ball might have been frozen. If it was, then it would be a foul because the red touched the yellow and nothing touched the cush. So we'll see what they resolve here. Tom Bagnall's just going to get on with it. That's an amazing shot. His blade did not pot that. He crawled at bloody snail's pace, but perfect pace. Where he's been able to come off the cushion. I just touched the red. That looks like it would come out if you hit it right, but look at the awkward bridge that Darren's got. Sitting right next to that red. Looks like he's asking for an adjudicator. So we're adjudicating on, is it a foul snooker? Not, is it a total snooker? So it's placing that white ball in the line of this white ball, which is the bottom left-hand cushion, to try and help him sort of make that decision. It looks like even the referee's having a hard time to try and adjudicate here. So what's the verdict? Now they've left that spare ball there. Maybe they're getting a second opinion or an adjudicator, because initially we just had the roaming referee, sorry. That's the Australian term, the umpire. Tom's still looking. He's forming a verdict. So this Masters event started many years ago. Lots of series between Australia and South Africa, and New Zealand took part at times as well. And then it developed, and since it's come to the World Championships, it's been really popular, and it's grown very, very quickly to 5-man teams with reserves. And very convenient to be playing. You're over 50, so they've actually called the head adjudicator to make this decision. So finally, no head adjudicator John Hope wants to have a look at it with the naked eye. No, he pulls his white out. It's taking quite a long time to get a decision here. I'm not sure that in the scheme of things it we'll see. Got to be patient here. This is cheerio to all the viewers out there, wherever you might be, if you've just joined us. This is the 2018 World Masters Seniors semi-final, over 50s. They've slowed down to a halt at the moment. We're trying to get an adjudication from the head adjudicator on whether this is a total snooker. I'm not sure that So Darren Waite's finally going to have a shot. And Darren's on that yelp. So he's potted that red. So it must have been word that decision so that he could nominate the red. You know that. That means he's still got 2 shots here. And Darren Waite takes a 3-1 lead against Tom Bagnall of Ireland. This is the 2018 World Masters Seniors semi-final, coming to you from the Imperial Hotel here in Blackpool. This is yours truly, Joe Fanto, President of the World 8-Ball Pool Federation, coming to you with the WEPF live stream. It wasn't that live there for a little while. We're trying to wait for that decision, but I'm sure we're back on track now, and we're playing best of 11. It's a race to 6, so Darren's already halfway there, and Tom's got a little bit of work to do if he's intends to progress. Of course, these players are having to rack their own balls because there's no referee on this table. There will be a referee for the final, though, of course. This is a semi-final. And Tom Bagnall, let's have a good look at his break and where he breaks from. Right off the middle spot. So he believes in just cannoning into the middle, probably. Let's have a look if he does that. Lining up for the middle red ball. Yeah, it's a nice break, and he's got a red and a yellow. Red went straight into that middle pocket. So let's see what he chooses. All the balls are off cushions. Probably take the reds. No, can take the yellows. That was nice and straight into the middle. So he might go across and take that yellow into the middle pocket. Let's break the yellow away from the black. He could be going game if he plays well here. That's a nice plant. So we'll try and work these 2 balls at this end of the table, the bottom end of the table. There's a yellow there. In the middle. So it goes down. Just cruising around. Should be able to take this yellow into the bottom left-hand pocket. And yellow into the middle. He's having a good look at it. Try and screw back so I can get the black in the bottom left. Screw back and he's right on the black. But it's not a good look because he may not be able to squeeze it into the bottom right hand pocket. opponent if he thinks it's touching. So what's he going to do? Is he going to go for cushion and try and angle it? Try and angle it into the bottom right hand corner pocket. The other way. So now Darren Waite gets another opportunity on these reds. So this is for a spot in the final. Darren Waite, Australia. It's overcut. And that's going to let Darren Waite in again. All of these balls are potable, even those two, that cluster of two. One who's left of cushion will certainly go up there, up to the end. So Darren Waite, what can he do? The reds are all there for the taking, for the cherry picking, so to speak. Nice pop by Darren up to the top left-hand pocket. Take that red to the bottom right-hand pocket now. That should leave him nicely for this other red bottom left-hand pocket. So at the moment, the way this match is unfolding, but I'll wait until this frame finishes before I make any comment about what I think of the match. So Darren Waite is certainly playing himself into some form in this match. So this down to the bottom left-hand pocket, top left-hand pocket now. And the black is ready to be it's played firm. I guess he might have been for outer reprisals if he missed. And there's victory. And Darren Waite seems to be taking control of this this match. He now would lead 4 frames to 2 by my calculation over Tom Bagnall in the 2018 World Masters Senior Semi-Final. So he's racking up balls. He's fairly quick at that. I think I would be too. Thus Sorry, that was Tom Bagnall that pulled back a frame. Of course. So yeah, now they're much closer. So only one frame in it, and Darren Waite of Australia with the glove. They've spread everywhere. I haven't seen a ball potted though. It's 7 reds, 7 yellows. So it's a nice spread for Tom to come in and try and clear a few of these yellows. So this Masters series is starting to come to a close. These Masters is a tournament which was set up to give extra competition to all the players that are here for the World Championships. Started back in 2005, and it's the World 8 Ball Pool Federation in partnership with the English Pool Association, and now it's become with the UK Tour, where we each can provide for our members positions into this tournament, and it's a wonderful tournament for the players to get some extra pool while they're here in Blackpool. So this match is still anybody's at scoreline of 3-2 in favour of Darren Waite of Australia. So it's Darren at the table, and he's just, and a red's gone in. So all these balls are potable for Darren. And he started to put some aggression into his shots, and notice he's hitting them harder. Probably feels he needs a little bit of a shaking up for himself. I'll take this in the middle. He's got these 2 balls in the rails that we want to get onto. He actually promotes one, and the other's still on the rail. And maybe we'll take that on the rail and slide onto the bottom right-hand pocket. That's exactly what he's going for. And that's a reasonable restricting Tom from what yellow balls he gets to go for. I still think he might have a fine cut on this yellow ball that's just on the light on the left of screen, which goes into the bottom left-hand pocket. That's a fairly fine cut though. I'm not sure that he wants to lose his white like that. So he's looking at other options. Trailing 2-3 against Darren Waite of Australia. This is best of 11 frames, race to 6. So He's got a shot on that closest red to the bottom left-hand pocket. He's got to try and get position on. He's got a ball down the end, and then also that red amongst the two yellows, which is a little bit awkward to get onto. So he'll probably take the red into the top left-hand pocket on the screen and follow through, and then he can pot this bottom right-hand red. Let's see how he goes, because depending on the position, it's going to depend on how he then. So he's potted that, but I don't think he's left himself. He's left himself on the red nearest the top cushion, so he can plant that into. He can pot that into the top left-hand corner. He's fouled there. He's hit the yellow ball first. So Bagnall has two shots here. He's got the opportunity to level the score because all these balls are potable. So they can pot this and then go around for that one on the row. Put that down in the bottom right hand pocket. Don Bagnall of Ireland trailing 2-3 against Waite at the moment. This 2018 World Masters Seniors semi-final. So steadily is eliminating balls here between Waite. Missed.
I'll be going down to the lily.
Play the plant.
And I'll turn off that other part.
Plant, cannon, to the bottom right. He's got perfect to let's put this lace yellow and go around for the black and get into the same pocket and just pot softly and put that black into the middle pocket. Bagnall levels a score here against Waite of Australia in this 2018 World Masters Seniors semi-final. As he races off, and looks like they might take some sort of a break. So this afternoon at 5 o'clock we had the World Pool Federation Championships opening ceremony. That will go on until the 29th, which is next Friday. It will be finals day, singles finals day, and this team's finals day, and presentation night. So got various teams from around the world playing, all here representing their countries. And this all started with way back in 1992 now, when New Zealand, Australia and England decided that we should have a World 8-Ball Pool Federation and have our own World Championships for 8-Ball Pool. 26 years later, we're still here and bigger and better than ever, with an infrastructure of people that do a great job in organising this event. How it works is that we have the World 8-Ball Pool Federation and the English Pool Association, who are the host nation. We'll just watch this break for the time being. That's Tom Bagnall. And there is a red ball potted. So Tom's potted a red. Now he's got to decide which ones he's going to go for. So how it works is that the English Pool Association act as a host, and they have an infrastructure especially for the World Championships that they do a wonderful job, and it all has come about with years of experience, experienced people and hard-working volunteers. They put on this great event, and they do it under the auspices and sanctioning of the World 8-Ball Pool Federation. And then of course the next step was that we created this Masters event to have additional activity at the World Championships, and this has become very popular. So yeah, we changed the format a bit. We played men's singles first, which started about Wednesday, and then put on this Masters event for the weekend, including and then opening ceremony, which went on this evening at 5 o'clock. It's going to get the World Championship teams a bit underway. So the World Championship teams event, in fact, when it first started, it was very much about the teams, and it still is very much about the teams. The countries ensure that they have a competition in place in their respective countries, which gives their players the opportunity to actually represent the game at for their country. And that was quite powerful this evening at 5 o'clock, watching all the countries come into their national anthems. It was quite a sight. It doesn't matter how many times I come to these World Championships, I always get emotional watching the teams come into their anthems. So we're just watching this match between Waite and Tom Bagnall, the 2018 World Masters Seniors semi-final, coming to you from the Imperial Hotel here in Blackpool. As you can see there, the board, World Masters. On the right you can see the logo of Supreme tables, which is the tables that we're playing on, and Aramuth, which is of course the Belgian balls that we are playing with. So we have some, and of course to head the tournament team is the tournament director, Alan Benton, and he's got a team of workers in various departments: Stan Grant, table engineer, Mike Perkins, top table, with assistants. And this production is brought to you by WEPF live stream, produced by Yvonne Armitage and assistance from Stan Grant. countries, they'll have a body in their respective country that they run tournament play and playoffs to qualify for their countries. Of course, Australia's no exception. They have a big national carnival, a big national event every year. And for example, within that country, you've got the Australian Netball Federation, and then you've got the incorporated bodies in each state and territory, so there's 8 of them. And it's the responsibility of each state and territory to run competitions in their states, which result in teams going to the national titles. And the national titles, and everyone's playing for the prestige of winning an Australian title, both singles and teams, and of course the ultimate prestige of winning the Australian vest and representing their country at the World Championships. So we'll get back to the commentary now and watch Darren Waite, who's on yellow balls at the moment, playing in this 2018 World Masters semis for seniors being over 50s. That's a nice putt by Darren Waite. Got a little bit of a jump in this match, but Tom Bagnall has pegged him back. And I don't think he wanted that. As you saw that yellow ball potted, I think he can certainly hit this yellow, which he's got left. You can see the bottom of the screen near the cushion here at the bottom of the screen, but he can't do too much with it. You probably need to play into it and double it to the top right hand corner. I can hear someone in the background who just found me. Of course, this is yours truly, Joe Fanto, President of the World Outdoor Pool Federation. So, Tom Bagnall now at the table. So I think he's asked if it's a frozen ball. So he's chalked up. He's obviously got intention of just touching this ball, and he's acknowledged with his opponent to make sure that that red wasn't touching the cushion, knowing the shot that he was going to play. Didn't want to be fouled, because of course he would have been fouled if he had. So Darren Waite's been challenged here with a snooker. You can see where the yellow is near that middle pocket. It's an awkward bridge as well to go with it, just to increase the degree of difficulty. So he could just, if he's just looking to cut it, there seems to be a clear way to go between black and that red, which is the red on the between the red which is nearer the bottom cushion. You could sort of hit about it's a few inches to the left of the middle bottom pocket, and it would, and I would suggest that he would be able to hit that yellow ball. at least avoid giving 2 shots, but of course this defensive shot is meant to Tom will be looking to have some sort of an opportunity to putt out after this shot. So Darren may even play that same shot that I said, come off that cushion, but maybe play it firm and try and okay, so he's actually can see a path to that ball, so he's he seems to be big on asking for total snookers. But so if that goes through, don't think it does go through, because if he goes past the black, he's going to hit that red first before he hits the yellow, I believe, with that line. It would be interesting to hear what the referee's advice has been. But I suggest he must have had some time out for the decision, so he's decided to go up the table this time, because he's hoping to give it a chance. So he's totally missed it that way. Okay, so that is a foul shot, 2 shots to Tom Bagnall of Ireland. So he does have an opportunity now to clear these reds and take the lead for the first time. Let's see if he can do that. He's just having a look to see if that red that he's pointing at goes into that middle pocket where the yellow is, which it certainly does. So he's going to take that ball over the pocket first, and yeah, that's it. He was looking at his next ball that he intended potting. That's a good shot, but everything going according to Hoy at the moment, according to the plan. Plan A. Keeping in mind that Tom's got 2 shots here and he's still got them both in hand. So he's looking to see if that red sneaks through. I suspect it does. Played that well. So he can take another red into the middle pocket, but or this red into the bottom right hand pocket, whatever he prefers. Nicely. That's come out perfectly. Couldn't wish for better. You can just nudge that red into the middle pocket. Leave the wood exactly where it is. And now punch the red into the top right hand pocket. And he's got 2 shots on black. Every player's dream. So Tom's starting to get into a little bit of rhythm here, which has been allowed courtesy of Darren. And of course laying a good snooker. So he's got 2 shots on his black. He doesn't need them. And Tom Bagnall takes the lead for the first time in this match. He leads 4-3 against Darren Waite of Australia in the 2018 World Masters Seniors semi-final, as Darren Waite has to go down and set up the balls for his next break. Coming to you from the Imperial Hotel here in Blackpool. And cheerio to all the viewers. for watching. It's great to have you with us. And I recommend that you stay with us all week because there's a feast of 8 more to come. The team events are a lot of fun. Not only will you see some great pool, but you'll hear some enthusiastic barracking and some of the boisterous teams and passionate. Of course, the Aussies always make their presence felt. And they don't normally make any apology for it. It's just goes with the territory. Of course, the French are very passionate. But it makes for wonderful viewing, and you get to see some great 8-ball as well. Of course, it's a different pressure with the teams. You're playing with the responsibility that you don't want to let your teammate down. So these two players, Darren Waite got through to the semi by defeating Greg Laurie of Australia 5-4, and Tom Bagnall got through by defeating Mickey Mullins of England. So it's a best of 11 frames, so it's a race to 6, and yeah, Darren hasn't won a frame for a while now. I think he was leading 3-1, and now Tom's managed to rattle off 3 straight. So he's slowly pegging back this match. He pegged back this match, now leading. He's only got 2 frames to go. So let's see if Darren can fight back. At the moment they must have taken a break. This streaming is brought to you as your WEPF live stream. Production by Yvonne Armitage, assisted by Stan Grant. In the studio here you've got Joe Fanto, President of the World 8-ball Pool Federation. It's a pleasure and honour to be bringing you this commentary. There is another table happening. Another semi-final in progress, which looks like Clinton Earls 5. Against Andy Sinworth 2. So, break is happening. Darren Waite of Australia has just broken. Yellow ball is potted. Just a yellow. And the yellows are all open. So are the reds. Reds do have 1 ball on the cushion, or 2 balls on the cushion. I would, but I would possibly take reds. There's a ball to be potted in that top left-hand corner, and there's only 1 red on the rail, but it's clear, so they can all be negotiated. Black is in the clear. Let's see what he chooses. He's taking his time and working out his next pot. So he's got that red ball in the top right hand pocket. And he's disturbed that red off the cushion, but unfortunately it's gone to an area which he can't pot now, but he could cut it into the middle, but he may look at taking that red on the cushion and promoting that to either the pocket or in, to be over the pocket or in. But no, he's probably trying a plant, and no, he's just missed that. Okay, so Tom Bagnall could come in again. And the balls are looking quite good for Tom as well, because Darren has missed the pot out. He can run this yellow that he's closest to into the opposite middle pocket, and then he can stay in the general vicinity. No, he's going the other way. He's taking this yellow into the bottom right, which is a good shot. Got yellow bottom middle pocket. He's been held up there, but he's still on a yellow to the top right hand pocket. So he's got that yellow over the pocket now at least, and it's preventing Darren Waite from, say, running that red into that pocket. So he's become more restricted on that red. So we need to negotiate a solution for that. In the meantime, he can take this red into the middle pocket like that. He's run up and he's on that red close to the cushion, which he can play into that top right hand corner. So this is Darren Waite of Australia on the reds and trying to level the scores. That didn't fall, so that's going to give Tom Bagnall the opportunity to get back at the table, and they're all there. I would think he'd be capable of clearing the table here. Trying to put that in the middle. No, he's it looks like a foul as well. Oh no, the black hit into the red, which is next to the cushion, so that shouldn't be a foul. Because when you play a shot, the object ball or the white need to hit a cushion. So he's played a deliberate foul here, giving Tom Bagnall 2 shots, thinking that he won't be able to clear, but I would suggest he probably will be able to clear, because that red hasn't covered the pocket. That black does pass. His only problem ball is this yellow, which is near the pocket with the red covering it, the bottom right hand pocket. But he does have 2 shots, so if he puts his closest yellow into the top right hand corner and runs through a bit, and he's got an angle on that yellow in the middle to make his way back to this yellow. So he's played that really well, and he's done exactly that with his white. So he can use his 2 shots on this problem yellow. However he fancies in terms of his shot preferences. Either he gets close to it on this side to try and send it. Yeah, there you go, that's a good shot. That gives an option to try and pot it with 1 into the middle, or to actually use his 2 shots to set it up and then pot it, which may be a percentage option. Might give him a higher rate of success to play that way, to use the 2 shots. Okay, so he fancies putting the yellow back in that past the red, and he has got enough angle there to cut that, and by doing so I think it's fine enough that he'll pot that yellow, come off the cushion, back off the bottom cushion, and in position for the black. That's exactly what he's done, and he's got assistance from that red, so he's right on the black. That's turned out beautifully for Tom Bagnall and gives him a great opportunity to take a commanding lead in a race to 6. That's Tom Bagnall taking a 5-3 lead against Darren Waite of Australia in this 2014 World Masters Seniors semi-final, coming to you from the Imperial Hotel here in Blackpool, England. And yes, it has been sunny today. It was a beautiful day. Managed to get out in the morning for an early morning walk, and it was a little fresh, but beautiful sunshine and clear skies, and the water was quite calm this morning. Not that I went swimming or anything like that, but it was lovely calm waters and very scenic. There are a few people out, but being a Sunday morning, it was rather quiet. So the referee is that's racking up the balls is Tom Bagnall. It's his break next, so he's playing. He's having to rack his own balls, which is fine. When they get to the final, they'll have a referee, and of course the referees you have been seeing are roaming referees, and that's one of the ways around avoiding the massive cost of having every frame, having a referee for every frame. And speaking of referees, we could talk about the art of refereeing. But let's stay with this match, because it's certainly at the interesting stage, and there's some balls potted here. There's certainly a red and a yellow potted, and it's Tom Bagnall at the table, and he's virtually won 4 frames straight to be in this position of 5-3 up, and he's probably going to choose yellow balls, I would have thought, because they're all in the open, and he can take this yellow into the bottom middle and work his way around to take that, play those 3 that are, oh no, he loves the double. It's a great double. I thought he would have preferred to cut it into the middle, because he had the angle to get onto, I thought, closer to these balls that he's going for now. That's fine. He's not liking the bridge probably. Step back, start again. If he likes a double, he's got another one there in that yellow close to the red and black, which would bang into the middle pocket here, the bottom middle pocket. But no, he's still sticking to plan A, which is to pot that ball into bottom left. And now, what's he left here? We needed to do a bit more work with that. He's leaving. I think everyone can, all the viewers can see what's happened there. That's a very tight snooker. But you would think Darren can get out of this, but he'll still leave his opponent in a favourable attacking position, which is not a good thing at the score the way it is. And he's had to go, and he's got them around the table, and he's managed to get onto the reds, and got a favourable promotion there by breaking up those two balls. But for Tom, it's back to the drawing board where he left off to try and finish off this frame and the match for a spot in the final. Looks like Clinton Mills won the other semi-final, so he's waiting for his opponent. So he's having a good look at this. I'd say he's going to put that yellow, which is nearest his bottom cushion, and then I suspect take that yellow, which is nearest to black, into the right middle pocket. No, he's hit that very firm to go around and leave himself on this yellow in the left corner pocket. That's the one. And now has he got the angle to bring this yellow back into this bottom corner pocket, or is he going to be going to the middle? He's going to the middle, I think, and he's looking to screw back. No, he's played the double up. Beautiful shot. That's a great shot. Couldn't see what he was lining up for there from this angle. Yes, that's worthy of a grand final shot, and as you can see, he's left himself on the black into the middle pocket. And Tom Bagnall wins the match 6-3 against Darren Waite of Australia, and wins the right to play in the grand final of the 2018 World Masters Seniors, and he will be up against Clinton Mills. So we thank you. This live stream was brought to you by WEPF Live Stream, courtesy production by Yvonne Armitage, assistance Stan Grant. So that's Joe Fanto, President of the World Aqua Pool Federation, signing off from this match, and stay tuned as there'll be plenty pool to come. Thank you, and hopefully I'll be able to and I look forward to the next time that I get to commentate for you, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for viewing. We've enjoyed bringing it to you.